Hey Buns, you know, I realized something. Looking back on my 7 years or so of playing Final Fantasy XIV, I've noticed a pattern. Because I used to think that I did stuff because of the gameplay, or because it's fun, or because of the power gains, or the rich social experiences that we can share. But it seems like there is only one reason why I have ever done anything at all in the game. It's literally driven every single decision that I ever made, to an extent that I have only just now realized. Obviously we're talking about glamour. Yeah, some people do call that the true end game, and that's sort of a meme, but that really doesn't even begin to cover it. Much like some of my favorite glams. The meta game, the mid game, the post game. It's all there is. Like, ever since I started at level 1, I'm thinking back, why did I pick my first class? Because I'd made a character that I liked, and I needed to pick the outfit that looked best. The job gear that looked best. The summoner cloak was dark green, and it clashed really badly with her Keeper of the Moon color palette, so I couldn't pick that one. Obviously, I had to pick one that looked the best with a color palette that I had chosen, so pick Paladin. Then later, I'm like, oh, I have to tank? Okay, well, I guess I need to figure out how to do that. Like, it wasn't even a question. Whatever I gotta do, I will do that. Because all other factors are tangential. They're like secondary to the real reason why I'm playing or doing anything, and this hasn't changed at all. I thought that I picked jobs to main for an expansion based on the way they played, or maybe the class fantasy, but I realized I've actually changed mains for every single expansion that we ever had. And people are always like, oh, don't you have any job loyalty? Let me tell you something. The day that Yoshiyuki reveals the job gear sets for that expansion is the day that I decide what class I'm gonna make. But I act like I'm still thinking about it. It's like being at a restaurant when you already know what you're gonna order, but you like to look at the menu anyway. It's like me with Dancer. Oh, well, you know, it's like all the procs are really exciting, and I love buffing people and the movement. Like, yeah, okay, maybe, but we know that I picked it as soon as the trailer came out. Before I'd even seen how it played, I'm like, well, that's it. That's the best glam. It's the prettiest. Why did I PvP last series, but not this one? Well, because last series there was a glam reward, and this time there wasn't. Why did I clear T, but not the other ultimate raids? Was it to overcome an incredible challenge, and in so doing, become a better player, making memories with friends that I'll cherish for a lifetime? No, because it has the best looking weapon. Do you think I raid because I'm trying to get gear with better stats on it and do better damage? No, I do it because it's the only way to get the dyeable version of the raid gear. Why Eureka? Pyros, Pagos. Some of it was horrible. It was tedious. Countless hours farming out all the different little currencies and getting all the lost actions and leveling up the elemental system in 4 enormous zones that culminates in a 56-man savage raid that you need a whole Discord server to organize for you. Why would I do that? For the mount? I mean, I guess, but the mount, what is it but a pedestal upon which to place my character in her perfect glam that's glowing? Actually, the glamour from Eureka glowed. It was shiny. And there's the FF11 replica glams that you can get from BA. They don't even look that good, but they're exclusive. Relics too, but I mean, that's a given. Everybody does that for glam. It might be BIS if it's the current expansion and the stats are good enough. Yeah, but I mean, who really gives a shit? Nobody. The fact is that they're very fancy. Like, do you think this is a game? Do you realize that I have 475,000 Grand Company seals worth of moonstones in my inventory right now, and that's what's left over. That's the extra. That's the surplus for just in case I decide I want to get another Heavensward relic at some point. Just maybe. I volunteered to lie down in the dirt and the mud in the World War I style trenches because if you do that, then the Hrothgars will give you the uniform. It looks really cute. Is it cute? I mean, it's anesthetic. It's like soldier core. Is that a thing? I bet it is. Okay, it is. And it's called trench core. But they want to delete it because it's stupid. That's fair. People were like, Zeppela, didn't you do DR Savage? Because didn't you like BA? So wouldn't you do DR Savage too? Because from a gameplay perspective, aren't they supposed to sort of accomplish the same thing and scratch the same itch? And I'm like, oh, but have you seen the Law's Order glams? Because they look pretty bad. And yeah, there is the FF12 cosplay, but where's the glam from Lady Ash? Where's that one? Maybe they'll add it later, so I'll hold on to my 86 platinum coins for now and all my gold coins. Aglaya had the transparent capes and the beautiful flowing robes. Ivalis had the cute little vests for the paladin and the dragoon in the different colors. Nier, I mean, all the gear was there. I mean, that's why I did the Nier raids, is for the glam. Everybody did. And also the story. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, obviously not. But I helped the Domans reconstruct their little town and their little marketplace, and we built a school and a pagoda, and we celebrated with the paper lanterns lifting off into the beautiful night sky, marking a new age for their people. And I'm just like, oh my god, this is the end. I can finally get my kimono. I won't even have to dye it. It's a nice color right out the box. Yeah, congrats, you guys. Why do the Beast Tribe quests? Well, the Anata give the fake nails. Why do the gold saucer? Well, I mean, bunny ears, fishnets, pumps, the claws, the gambler's coat, the Riviera dress, the Glade shoes. They're actually so versatile and go into so many different kinds of outfits. There's the Archdemon horns, but they're a little bit too mainstream. But the Ishgardian gown, that could be festive for Christmas right around the corner. So if you don't have it for MGP, you should probably get it for Christmas. Can't you see that? That like it's everything. It's every reason. It's why I ever did anything. The Christmas event. Yeah, that's coming. That'll have its own glam. And if it doesn't, we know it's not going to be a very good event. That's pretty much how we judge if an event is good or not. Was it good? Well, we got that nice glam. I hope we do. I hope it's going to be more like the 2016 Christmas glam and not like the 2018 one. What am I supposed to do with the choir dress? I don't need that. Not even the shoes don't even look good with anything. We got Valentine's, Easter, Little Ladies' Day, Moonfire Fair. You got to be logged in for all that shit. People got so mad about the billboard because it showed the summer event glam that we weren't even supposed to know about yet. Ruining it. Like, we weren't even supposed to know about that. The main story, yeah, it gives you glam. It does. Even gives the NPCs glam. They even get dripped down. But in a way, you could think of the main story as a cinematic G-pose. It is like, that's the stage where you're performing. That's like your recital. That's the day you go on and show off. Okay, that's the most important time for taking screenshots. You need to be ready anytime there's a new story patch. You have all your glamours ready. And they even thought about it this time because in Walker, they made it so you could get your job gear before the final fantasy cutscenes. So you could look cool in the last cutscenes. In Walker, more like Catwalker, Bunwalker in my case. Island Sanctuary, there's 2 glams you can get from doing Island Sanctuary, and I kind of stopped doing it after I got my Daisy Dukes. I mean, like, so did everybody, right? Variant Dungeons has excellent glam, but the hat and glasses don't even work on Viera. How the hell am I supposed to study the blade if I don't have the proper uniform to do it in? I have to go out and party instead, I guess. The ass dungeons, everybody complained about the rewards for that. The Savage, you don't even get anything for it. But if they had made the ass dungeon reward booty shorts, that would have been appropriate. And everybody would have done it and been more excited. I would have done anything for these booty shorts. I got them for free from Island Sanctuary, pretty much. Do you realize how much hell I would have gone through to get these booty shorts? They just gave them away. People say, oh, well, then why do you play Viera if you like glamour so much? If everything's about glamour, then why do you play? Well, because if you don't have hats, if you don't have all the hats, you can just delete all that crap in your inventory to make a ton of room for the other glams. So it's better. It's actually better to play Viera in the end. And all the gear looks best on Viera. Anyways, even my choice of a grand company, I'm out here like, oh, well, I just really loved Kaedys in a speech and defending the 12 split and finding peace with the elementals. But really, they give you the laurel leaf circlet only accessible by Twin Adder members, and it's usable by any disciple of magic, so it's available on a ton of different classes, and it's the best looking piece of glamour that you can get from any of the grand companies, because I checked and I looked. But I'm like, oh yes, I like the Twin Adder bow. I love nature. I'm almost like, damn, am I that shallow? Like at the end of the day, was it all just for drip? Was it all that superficial and that shallow? I mean, my eyes dripped a little bit in the story, at least. I can't think of anything I ever did. And it almost feels like the game itself is actively discouraging me from doing what I'm doing by forcing me to collect every single item in the game that I like and never delete it unless it goes in the armory, in which case I should put it in the armory and not in the glamour dresser, unless it's one of those special items that I can get from I could buy back from the guy in the middle of the ocean or from the guy in the middle of Gridania, and then I could buy it back from him in case I deleted it so that I don't have to use an inventory spot for it, but I do need to go and buy it from him and put it back in the glamour dresser and put it on a glamour plate if I ever want to use it, and then take it out and delete it again. And there's no way also to see what glamours I'm missing. Like, or what I could get from where in the game, but I can just go online and use the Eorzea collection website. Or you know what? I don't even need that at this point, because I've memorized the appearance and the source of every single item in the game. Just by looking at it, I know where it's from. Every hat, dress, pants, gloves, boots in the game, I know where it's from and how to get it. It's all in my mind. They don't need to put a collection system in the game because I just learned it. So do the means justify the ends, right? Like, does my single-minded pursuit of glamour lessen the significance of the things I achieved to get that glamour? What did it cost? Everything. I mean, there's probably stupider reasons to play. One time I pretended that I knew how to play Dota because a guy I liked was really into it, and after the match he's like, you know, maybe we shouldn't play together or talk. Can you just delete my number from your phone? But maybe it's just like, you know, who gives a crap, because you're the one playing and spending your time. What matters is that you had fun along the way. You know, there's no wrong way to eat a Reese's and all that. It's like that angel who helped out Ebenezer Scrooge and had to pack him around town to show him the Christmas past and the present and the future. Like, he didn't even give a shit, because from the start he's like, okay dude, I really need to do this to get my wings. Like, I need to get my cool appearance unlocked, and they're making me do this side quest to do it, so if you could just cheer the fuck up and get right with the Lord and find the magic of Christmas or whatever the hell you gotta do, let's get it done so I can just get home and flex. I'm pretty sure that was the moral of the story. Like, don't feel bad going out of your way to get as much cool stuff for yourself as possible. That's really all for today's video. Just sort of a stupid realization that I had. But it was really a little bit unsettling, I guess, to find out that all this time it's really just been one thing that motivated me all day, every day. I cannot think of a single thing. Like, I swear to you, I cannot think of a single thing I ever did that didn't involve the glams. In some way, I don't know. But anyway, what about you? Is there any other reason you do stuff? Probably. Let me know in the comment section down below. If you like this video, please consider supporting the channel on Patreon or on Twitch. You can also support the channel for free by clicking the subscribe button or by sharing this video with your fellow bun buns. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.